Alright, hyped fragrances that I think might be some risky blind buys. You're pretty smart for watching this video. You're also smart if you hit that like button. If you already know what you're getting yourself into, I appreciate you. If not, you can keep watching. Don't worry, we'll get to know each other. I'm SOS. Let me give you an honorable mention to start because it's probably going to be a little controversial, so we might as well stir the pot right at the beginning. But I'm serious, because anytime I talk about this fragrance, this has to be one of the fragrances I get the same comment the most. And that comment being, I get a headache from it, and I gave it away. Which I think is nuts, because it's one of my absolute favorite fragrances, and I won't keep you in suspense any longer. I'm talking about flipping Camera, just straight up OG Camera. For whatever reason, every time I talk about this, yeah, I get the same feedback. It's either I absolutely love it, you're like me, you love it. Well, actually, when I first smelled it, I was just like, oh, okay, whatever, yeah, cinnamon, sounds good, whatever, cool. Because I got this in Honor and Glory at the same time, and I think I was just like, oh my god, Honor and Glory, like I'd never smelled anything like this, it's so amazing, blah, blah, blah. But then, of course, every other time I started to smell this, I was just like getting more and more seduced by it, and I absolutely love Camera now. But like I'm saying, every time I talk about it, I'm sure even in this video too, there'll be some people that are like, I get a headache from it, it's too sweet, it's too synthetic, blah blah blah, and I gave it away. So it's an honorable mention, but it's not part of the actual 10 here. So let's jump into the first one, and let me know some of your risky blind buys. Some of the blind buys you were all hyped up about, you watched all these videos, everyone's like, oh my god, this is so amazing, and it ended up being a bust. This is obviously kind of a part 2 from the video we did the other day. So if you're wondering why like Bentley Intense for Men or Detour Noir or a bunch of that stuff isn't in this video, well, it's because it was in the video last week. So just scroll back like 5 videos from whenever this was posted, whenever you're watching this in the future or whatever dimension you're in, and you'll see some of the other ones. But in this video, we're talking about Zanzibar. In the last video, we talked about Assad, because I flippin' don't like that peppery mess. But Zanzibar, this is one of those funny ones. Out of the atomizer, it kind of smells okay. In the air, it kind of smells okay. When someone tells me they like it, I still think they're nuts, but I understand because it kind of smells okay. And for all that shade, bottle's actually empty, because me and my wife like the way it smells in the flippin' air, like I've already mentioned. But on my skin, this cactus lizardy material that some people would classify as skin, the second Zanzibar touches this, it turns into like oat milk. And not only oat milk, like cardboardy oat milk, and I can't stand it! And I think it's trying to be Invictus Victory Elixir, but it does not get anywhere in the flippin' universe. Okay, you know what? No, they're in the same universe. The same coconutty kind of tropically universe. There's a few different coconuts. There's at least 3 kind of coconuts that in my mind are a little different. And this is with the Invictus Victory Elixir. There's some like Le Beau Le Parfum Glacier Bold that kind of go a little juicier. I think Paradise Garden's kind of in the middle. It can get a little sunscreeny. This one goes oat milk. So you got oat milk, sunscreen, and a little bit more juicy. And this one's just straight up flipping oat milk. But I know a lot of people like it, but I know a lot of people don't like it either. That's why it's always like 16 bucks. I've seen it as low as like 11. And I was still like, nah, I'm good at 11. I'd rather get it for Breeze. But anyways, flippin' Zanzibar, one of the most hyped up fragrances of what, last year? Yeah, last year, I think. Anyways, I waited till the hype died down, and I'm glad I did, cause it smells like oat milk on me. And now I've been filming for 5 minutes, so if you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1900 flippin' billion subscribers, and I can't do it without you guys. I need all your help. I'm gonna try and keep making these videos, but the closer we get to 1900 billion, the easier that becomes for me. But anyways, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I love making these videos. I love talking to all you guys in the comments. All the subscribers, all the members, you guys are all the flippin' best. I love you guys, every single one of you. Flippin' legends. Alright, let's go. Let's do the next 3 at the same time, because I just yapped for a minute here. Might as well save a minute of our lives. And yeah, these are all pretty kind of risky blind buys for different reasons. Let's break them all down for a quick second here. I mean, and I'm not going to talk about Honor and Glory except for what I'm about to say right now, as in to say I love it. But I know some people don't love it, but I personally love it. So whatever. If you have a similar taste to me, if you like The King, you like similar stuff to me, then you're probably going to like it. But I can't guarantee it. But I personally love it, so it's not in this video. But what is in this video is these 3. What's funny is that I also love all these 3, but these are much riskier blind buys, especially if you're just getting into fragrances. You'll watch videos, people talk about Sublime, oh, it's so juicy, so fruit punch, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, sure, maybe. I mean, it kind of smells like something a woman would wear, like some Victoria's Secret like apple body spray or I don't know. It smells really nice. It smells really, really nice. And if you also know what lychee smells like, oh, and someone told me it's lychee. I've never once in my life heard that out loud ever, lychee. I feel like I've heard lychee martini a million times when I was younger, but lychee martini? I don't think so. But anyways, you let me know down below. Is it lie, like I'm telling a fib, or is it Lee, like Bruce Lee? But anyways, Sublime, I mean, to me, it smells like lychee fruit punch, which smells good. I like sniffing it. I just don't wear it often. Cause I was thinking it would actually smell like more like fruit punch. I don't know. If it actually smelled like Hawaiian punch, I think I'd really be into that. But it doesn't. It kind of smells like florally, lychee, fruity punch, which is like, it's good, but yeah, no, it's just, for how hyped up it is, it's like, yeah, okay, sounds good, but no, there's better kind of fruity stuff to get. Now, amethyst is also a funny one because it smells wonderful. I love sniffing it. I pop the cap. I even wear this one. This one I do wear, but it's risky because it smells like flippin' rose. Apparently, it's an inspo of atomic rose. I'm not fancy enough to have smelled that. If you have a sample and you want to send it to me, oh, please do. I'll flip and smell it. But anyways, atomic rose. No, amethyst over here, which I love. I think I have an amethyst. Yeah, I do. Oh, I have two. I have one right next to me, and I think I have one in my pocket. I do. I have an amethyst in my pocket. Look at me. I'm flipping Buddha over here. Anyways, Body al Oud. I should have said Buddha al Oud. Amethyst smells like rose. So if you like rose, then there's a good chance you're gonna like this. If you don't like rose, then there's a good chance you're not gonna like this. So I'm letting you know in advance, it smells like rose. I think literally the two middle notes are rose, like Bulgarian rose and Turkish rose, if my elephant memory serves me correctly. And if it does, well, like I'm saying, you need to be into rose. And if you buy this, not being into rose, and you smell it, because for some reason you think it's gonna win you over or something, and you don't like it, you better not come crying to me. I will flip and light you up in the comments. Don't even test me. Or I won't, I'll just immediately block you. That happens too. And sometimes I'll respond and I'll say something snarky because I'm just not in the mood or whatever. And somebody will write me a whole rebuttal and I just won't even read it. I'll instantly block them. Because I'm just flipping that guy. I'm just being serious. But anyways, on to Oud for Glory. This is another one that's flipping crazy right here. I personally really like this. I know a lot of people don't like it. I know a lot of people smell this and they smell burnt rubber, they smell BO, they smell trash, wrapped in trash, dumped in trash, spinning in wet trash or something. People go nuts when they talk about this fragrance. I mean, give this video a week and read some of the comments. People will lose their minds about this one. But anyways, I saw it on a flash sale. It was $16, so I was like, oh, okay, for $16, like, whatever. Even if it's total trash, I'll use it for videos. After I got it, I was watching some videos, and a lovely lady said something about the saffron in this one, reminded her of the saffron in BR540, and to her, this reminded her of a male BR540. And I immediately was 100 times more intrigued than I ever was, because I always just wrote this fragrance off, because I think one of my favorite fragrance reviewers said it smelled like BO, so I was like, alright, why am I going to spend money on something that smells like BO? That's flipping upside down in the head. I want to wear fragrance to smell good. Unless I know for some reason, like I need it for a video or whatever. Like, yeah, no, I'm still trying to buy fragrances that I'm gonna like. But anyways, like I said, it was $16, so I bought it, and then I was excited when I heard the male BR540. And to me personally, it does smell like flipping a male BR540. It does, like a manly, cologne-y version of BR540. But I understand how people can smell this and be like, no, I smell a tire. And I get it. I completely get it. I'm not saying you don't smell a tire. I smell some version of a male BR540. And considering this is an inspo of Oud for Greatness, I guess I'm gonna have to show the clip of our fragrance Lord and Savior Jensen telling us that some people do agree with this analogy and theory right here.
Because some people find a similarity between Oud for Greatness and BR540, so you can kind of connect all the dots there.
So at least you know I'm not completely upside down. There is something about this fragrance in BR540 that's a little similar. Although I know a bunch of people are gonna write me down below. You're crazy. They don't smell nothing alike. I cannot trust your opinion no more. Unsubscribe, blah, blah, blah. Even though I just showed you Jensen saying the same thing. Whatever. Well, he is acknowledging it. I think later in the video, he actually says he doesn't think it smells like BR540. But that's fine. He also likes Invictus Victory Elixir, which I do not like. So sometimes our tastes just do not match up. But at least he's smart enough to recognize that a number of people do think it smells like BR540. Me included. But anyways, all these pretty risky blind buys, but I think they all smell good. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's do another flipping triple shot at the same time. Why the flip not. If you're like me, you go down some rabbit holes, deep, old school Fougere rabbit holes with flipping scents of South Jersey, Mr. Smelly. I mean, I was going deep. So sometimes you might end up considering stuff like this: original Lacoste, Polo, or Polo Green as we flipping call it in the suburbs. Just not even go there. But anyways, and flipping Rabanne Pour Homme. There's another one. So the overall, Rabanne Pour Homme is the most wearable. They all, okay, to round it up, they all smell like the flipping 70s. This one kind of borders on the 80s, but they all flipping just smell like the straight up 70s. Like, even just looking at all these, I immediately just think, I always say it, I think of flipping Stallone, Burt Reynolds, like just some 70s icons for some reason just start flipping into my head. I feel like Brando probably wore this in the 70s or something. Yeah, Pacino or something. Anyways, this is my favorite out of all of them. This one is the only one that I may have smelled before and actually still bought, because they were all blind buys. If I had smelled the Lacoste before, I definitely would have not bought it unless it was just so unbelievably cheap just to have the bottle or something, because I do kind of like the way it looks. It just looks retro and nice. Just reminds me of tennis or something. I like it. But the scent profile is just like, God, I don't know. It's just so old school manly, and like, it's fine, but whatever. I mean, you got to be in the real mood for country club, like fresh cut grass vibes. And speaking of fresh cut grass vibes, then you got flipping Polo over here, which I just think smells like fresh cut grass, like, I don't know, a little bit of lawnmower fuel or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hardcore. It smells like the flipping 70s. It smells like a rich guy in the 70s eating a big fat steak. Pretty flippin' hardcore. But all these are kind of risky blind buys, especially if you're a little feather like me. I mean, again, well, I do wear all of them, but selectively, and now that I have more and more fragrances, I wear these less. Yeah, these are all kind of risky blind buys, unless you know for a fact you like manly fragrances. If you don't like manly fragrances, well then, yeah, just stay in your lane. With me, I'm in that lane too. I mean, I do like manly fragrances. I'm kind of riding right in the middle of the lanes, which kind of makes sense for my whole flippin' life. But anyways, if you like 1 Million Elixir and the manly stuff, well then maybe you'll like some of this stuff. But if you don't like manly stuff at all, then just no, just stay away. Alright, next one. I'm just going to be quick on this one because I don't know if I got some funky batch or whatever. Originally, the juice in the pictures was blue, and then when I got it, it just smelled like it was off, or like, I don't know, like it had been sitting in the sun. The bottle I got was also 3 years old, so that didn't give me much confidence. God, yeah, it smells like rotten chocolate or something. There's just something about this one. Starman, not Nebula, just the regular Starman. Yeah, like I said, the juice was blue in the pictures, and I got this kind of green juice. And what's funny is that after I complained, they switched the picture to like a green juice one. But I'm like, everywhere else it looks blue, and then I got this green one, and I don't know. It just, if it's supposed to smell like rotten chocolate, or like kind of like a just gross chocolate cherry, I think I said like a cherry blossom or something like that. I don't know. If it's supposed to smell like that, cool, but to me it just kind of smells gross. And yeah, not gonna spend any more time on it because I don't know if it's supposed to smell like that. I don't know if I got a bad batch or something. Like I said, it was 3 years old, so I don't know. Maybe it was stored incorrectly, and the color may or may not be right. So I'm just saying, original Starman. I don't know. The one I got smells like garbage, but it might be wrong. It might be wrong. So I'm just saying that. Oh, that's funny. Let's go to the next one. It also has star in the title. Star for men. Mayabusen. I mean, this one's just very manly too. You have to like the latent Detour Noir scent profile, and it's mixed with like a Mugler. If you like it, then you're gonna like this. If you don't like that idea, or you don't like latent or anything like that, then you're just not gonna like this. And the atomizer should have been black. I mean, what were they thinking? They messed up on that one. But anyways, it smells niche. Very, very niche. But only to people that are into the latent Detour Noir scent profile. If you're not into that, you're not going to like this, so just, that's why it's a pretty risky blind buy, because it starts to pop up on some of the lists, like, oh, niche quality, da-da-da, like, yeah, it does smell niche, but you need to be into that specific scent profile, and if you're not, then you're not going to like this. Alright, this last one up here, Ajab, Dubai, Latafa, kind of smells like butterscotch, so if you're into butterscotch, then you might like this, but if you're not into butterscotch, then you might not like this. I like the way it smells, but every time I talk about this fragrance, a lot of people tell me, oh, they hate it, it's rancid, blah, blah, blah. On the dry down, I just get butterscotch. In the air, it's whatever, but yeah. Butterscotch, so if you like the idea of butterscotch, you might like this. If you don't, then you might not. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Hit all those buttons if you haven't already. Your fortune for the day is prosperity is in your future. Alright, that's wonderful. Hit all those buttons. I love you guys, and bye for now.